Well, hi there, everybody. Welcome into the For Whoever reading for all signs. What message does Spirit have for you today? In this reading, we will tap into the energy of the collective consciousness to discover what you most need to know right now. And if you are watching this reading, that means that these messages are for you. After over 20 years of doing tarot readings, there is definitely one thing I know for sure, and that is that what is meant for you can't miss you. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Are y'all ready? So this is going to be a general reading for the collective consciousness. We're going to look at what is the problem, what is the solution. We're going to also go deep into love, career and finances, and just a general overview. So let's begin by looking at a couple of oracle cards. We're going to look at the Moonology Messages Oracle. This is the newest version. So what messages do we have for the collective today? All right. Up first, we have Enchanted. Next, we have, interesting, the past. And lastly, we have, watch for signs. This is just an unexpected reading coming right out the gate. How beautiful. So Enchanted, the past, and watch for signs. So definitely, I love this message. There's something that you experienced in the past that really lit you up from inside. It may have really tapped into that inner child, kind of that part of you that, you know, when you were younger, when you were a child, it felt magical when you were playing, or when you were dreaming, or when you were creating. It was that energy of just pure unlimited magic and potential. You know, that energy that you feel the night before Christmas, or when you're outside and you're playing with sticks and leaves and making a potion, or when you're watching the clouds for the unicorns. That beautiful, excited, anything is possible energy. When have you recently, or not even recently, but in the past, and I'm going to get some timing on this, had that energy of feeling enchanted? And the reason we're asking is because the message is coming. Look how beautiful this is. The message is coming through. Look at that butterfly over the moon. You know, the butterfly is a symbol of transformation. And so it feels like there is a great change coming to you that's being inspired by kind of a moment that you had in the past, something that you either experienced or that you wished to have experienced, that really brought you to life, that really kind of tickled that magical quality within you, that really made your inner child feel seen and witnessed. You're being told to watch for the signs of this opportunity coming back around. So like I said, if this is something that maybe you missed this chance, maybe you missed this opportunity the first time, it feels like this is an opportunity that may be coming back around. Listen, for some of y'all, like if you're like my age, it could be something like NSYNC is going back on a reunion tour. Or maybe you're going to go watch the Taylor Swift's Eras concert. I said Era. Goodness gracious. Eras concert at the movie theater because you didn't get a chance to see it live. Or maybe it's something like, you know, you love Legos as a child, and you know what? You're not waiting to become a parent someday. You've decided to book your ticket. You're going to Legoland yourself. You know, it's something like that. It could be as something as relevant and as tangible as that, or it could be something even as kind of more broad, as like pursuing your dream. Like maybe when you were a child, maybe you wanted to be an actress or a singer or a model, but you gave up on those dreams as you became an adult to pursue something that was a little bit more stable. But maybe now is the chance you have to maybe try acting or singing and doing it through something this free social media that we have, where we can share ourselves, we can advertise ourselves, where we can meet with other people, connect and collaborate with people who we would have never even had the opportunity to maybe the first time around. So this is something that really is really trying to bubble back up, something that you experienced from the past that's trying to bubble back up, and it's telling you to watch for the signs that it's time to play, to pull the trigger and press play and go. I guess there's a whole lot of sayings that are mixed up there together, but that's okay, because I think you get what I'm saying. Watch for the signs, because it feels like you may be like, oh, there's no way I could bring that into my life, or I could make that happen, or I could experience this or have that. Stop limiting yourself. Allow this transformation to come in. Watch for the signs and discover for yourself just how enchanted life can be. Let's go ahead and look at the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. I want to go and get some timing on this past card and see exactly when in the past were we talking about. Give us a timing card for the past, please. How long ago in the past did they experience this enchanted moment that is leading to a transformation that they need to kind of open their hearts to receive? Watch for the signs that are guiding them directly towards it. All right. Oh, interesting. And this isn't really a timing card, but this does really kind of anchor itself into the message. The Queen of Pentacles. She is about really, what are you creating? You know, and talking about that inner child, she is that mother card. You see her kind of even holding her baby, her belly like a baby there. And so what are you creating? What are you nurturing? What are you growing? And how are you allowing for this change to come? You know, just like in pregnancy, you know, at first you may not even know you're pregnant. You're watching for the signs. You're watching for the signs in your body, the changes in your body, before it can seem concrete, before it can seem real. That's a lot what the Queen of Pentacles is about. And so that's kind of what this is the same. Watch for the signs before this dream may, for some of you, watching for the signs is the only thing that's going to give you a confirmation that this dream is real, that this dream is coming to fruition. I love that the underlying card here is death, because this is the same card as this right here, transformation. This is also Scorpio season, so we are actually going into Scorpio season here soon. We're in Libra season right now. Scorpio season is next. So what's interesting to me about this, the underlying energy is Scorpio season. So this is last year, Scorpio season last year. So that's when we're talking about a year ago. When did you experience something that made you feel enchanted, that made you kind of sense the magic, that kind of made you maybe want to change a few things in your life, maybe allow for something new to come to the top? Maybe even, I'm hearing for some of you, this is maybe about a year ago, something you experienced, someone, I'm hearing maybe for some of you that you met. Maybe this person, you just didn't think there was a place for this person or this experience in your life at the time, even though they definitely brought some magic to you, and at the time you're like, no, this change isn't going to fit. I think that this idea has been kind of brewing, kind of simmering just beneath the surface for this past year, and I think it's time for it to come to fruition. So let's find out about that, shall we? So let's see, what is the issue, solution, or problem that we're dealing with most right now? Here we go. Hermit, the Virgo card. I said the Virgo. The Hermit, Virgo, showing up here. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Y'all, words are hard. Words are hard. I don't know what is going on with my mouth today. It's like this. I'm perfectly fine talking, even when I'm working with clients and recording for Instagram. But the second I start, see, even now, the second that I start recording for YouTube, my mouth just stops working. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so the solution is the Five of Cups in reverse. So really letting go of the past. The problem is it feels like since the situation happened last year, okay, since the situation came into your life, came into your awareness, sometime last year, about a year ago, maybe sometime around Scorpio season last year, this beautiful magical energy I feel like the result of it is that you weren't really ready for it. The Hermit card is a lot about being introspective, and so it feels like there could have been some lessons that needed to be learned during this time, and maybe the part of the reason that you weren't fully prepared to actualize this person or this experience into your reality is because there was still some lessons that needed to be learned on your own before this person or this experience or this reality shift could occur. And so the solution, when we talk about the Five of Cups, I love that that's s'mores, because just this morning, well, it's marshmallows, but just this morning, you know, how do you make a s'more? You gotta have a roasted marshmallow, right? Otherwise it's just chocolate and a graham cracker and a marshmallow that doesn't really kind of squish. So anyway, but I just talked about this morning on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, I love it when a story comes full circle. The solution, the Five of Cups, is to come out of that mind frame that we've been having for the past year. Even though it feels like this past year, as this person came into your life and brought this magic and kind of has been encouraging a major transformation in your life, there's been some hesitancy, some almost fear of leveling up. It feels like the ego has been kind of playing small, maybe kind of holding you back so that you can go within, so that you can clear out some just some judgment, some fear, some old ways of thinking. But now it feels like that issue or those ways of thinking have had time to work the way through, have had time to allow you to kind of anchor into this point of time. And now here we are about a year later, and it's time to let go of those fears that we had about a year ago, those worries, those patterns, those habits, those, oh my goodness, I heard for some of you who have regrets, let go of those regrets. I don't know why, but I definitely feel for some of you regarding this situation that happened about a year ago, and whoever or whatever this is that you eventually had to let go of in the past year. I'm hearing that maybe they are deserving an apology from you, or maybe you need to have a conversation or give a knock on the door to allow them to step forward and maybe apologize. Some people don't apologize because they're scared that if they knock on the door, you're gonna, slam it shut, not give them the chance, or not even, sometimes some people might want to hear your apology, but that's all they want. They're like, okay, that's fine, and they slam the door. And so there's, allowing yourself the space to trust that if you knock on the door, they're at least going to be receptive to hearing and to at least perhaps even understanding that it wasn't them, it was you, that you needed the time and the space to grow, that you needed the time and the space to learn, that you need the time and the space to anchor into this new reality shift. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look at that, shall we? Let's look at beginning with love, because I feel for some of you this is a person that came in about a year ago, who really lit you up, who really made you feel all the butterflies, right? I just love that, all the butterflies in your stomach. But for whatever reason, this person and you haven't quite worked it out, and now I feel like this person may be coming back around. So let's see what we have. We have the Ten of Coins, and the underlying energy is, by the way, that was in reverse, and the underlying energy is the Page of Cups. Hang on. By the way, this is the Disney Villains deck. The Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups is in reverse. Interesting. A lot of main characters, a lot of players in this game. Oh my gosh. So we have a Page, a Queen, a Knight, and a King. We have a whole court here. So it feels like a part of this, and the Four of Cups. So there is that resistance to love. And so it really, I feel like part of what it is the conversation that the two of you are going to have has to do, and it centers around and evolves around, it feels like maybe there was too many, maybe there was a third party energy for one or both of you. One of you may not have been over somebody, one of you may not have been ready for this relationship as they came in, because we have a king and queen here. We also have this page and knight, and the Knight of Cups specifically, and the King of Cups are both here. So this has to do with love and taking love away and just treating, kind of like feeling all the emotions, but not really wanting to give their whole heart away. And it's very interesting also because I see here the Page of Cups. This is kind of an unexpected. I don't think you were looking for this person. I don't think this person was looking for you. I think this relationship was very unexpected. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which in this case here she is being her ever famous dramatic drama queen self, as I like to call her. And so it feels like this was a very unexpected relationship. It feels like neither one of you were quite ready for it. I don't think we're looking for each other. And so because it feels like maybe one of you was still in a relationship with the other, the King and the Queen here. But then we have the Page and the Page of Cups, which is the surprise, unexpected energy. And then the Knight of Cups is in reverse. It's like taking my love and running. And so it feels like the other one of you may have not quite been ready for a relationship, was still dealing with a broken heart, still healing, still focusing on themselves. And as a result, the Four of Cups, here we have it, just that energy of not being able. It's interesting here because the solution with the Five of Cups has to do with letting go of the past in reverse. Well, so does the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is looking at what's the past that's right. It's looking at the past, kind of being fixated on the past, kind of being stuck on this third party energy, okay, and not seeing the love that's being offered to you. And so here we have the Ten of Coins. And so I feel like at the very least you two are going to have a conversation regarding the choices that you made that led you here. Please clarify this Ten of Coins. Tell me more about this Ten of Coins. The choices that you made that led to kind of running away from each other, pushing the Five of Coins. Oh, so interesting. A lot of fives. You've got a lot of fives. You get the Five of Coins and the Five of Cups. Here's the Five of Pentacles. This was underneath that. Well, I'll pull two cards, but that's okay. We have, interesting, the Nine of Wands. So there's the boundary that you put up for yourself, and the Emperor. So this could be both that masculine energy, but also kind of the ego energy when we talk about boundaries. Okay, so it feels like the ego was really putting up some hard boundaries, kind of keeping the two of you apart, the Five of Coins here, because you weren't quite ready to level up in this relationship. It feels like this person, I find it very interesting. We have Enchanted there. I always associate Enchanted with Aries, and I don't know why, but I always have. And there is Emperor showing up right here, so who is also Aries. And so to me, what I'm overall seeing is it feels like about a year ago, you probably had a person, for some of you, and this isn't for all of you, this could also have to do, if you have been in a relationship the whole time, it could be about a year ago, you were kind of exposed to, or maybe had a correction in your thinking when it comes to how you see love and relationships and being in a relationship with a partner, and that just didn't really work out the way you wanted, or didn't impact as much as you had hope. And that's because your ego still needed you to do some work. It needed you to come and maybe even do some shadow work, the Hermit. And if you've been in a relationship, these players that we're talking about here, these have to do with a lot to do with mom and dad. There's the King and Queen. And then the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This could have to do with your past relationships, or with how you were raised to view relationships, partnerships, and just in general love, okay? And so it could be that the past year or so, this overall, the way that you have viewed love, you maybe have been kind of exploring the way you see love, and the way that you were raised to believe about partnerships and such as you were growing up, and how that has impacted you. The Five of Coins, the Nine of Wands, the Emperor, how that has maybe made you even put up some unnecessary boundary lines that maybe blocked love, or maybe blocked your partner from being able to fully express themselves, or you blocking yourself from being able to fully be authentic with your partner, being honest with your partner. So either way, there is just a lot of energy about a year ago, you were either not ready for this person because you were either still in a relationship, hadn't recovered from a relationship, weren't really ready for this person, even though this person just kind of came in and rocked your world, or maybe your shifting and thinking here has really come along. You weren't really ready to see the truth about relationships, or about how your childhood or your parents impacted you, and now you're beginning to understand their overall impact. Okay, so let's look at career and finances and see what we most need to know about career and finances for you. For the collective, please. All right. Nice. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Wands. I like it when she shows up like that, because it feels like there is kind of an opening of flow. Hang on, let's just see what we have here. We have underneath, we have the Emperor. Oh, beautiful. The Two of Swords is in reverse. Okay, wow. Tower. Oh, the Tower, the Eight of Wands. So that's nice. The energy that was slowed down maybe has shifted, and there we have it, the Eight of Pentacles. So this definitely has to do with career or finances. So it feels like in the most recent, or the underlying energy here regarding your career and finances, is it feels like the ideas that you've been having haven't been coming to fruition as fast as you would like them to, or it feels like you're not being recognized for your hard work, or for the ideas or effort that you've been making at work. And you have really been feeling, it feels like for some of you, maybe even having a creative block at work. And well, the good news is that energy is definitely shifting. I feel like specifically, this is a message for all of you, but for at least a few of you, the message is that you've been possibly even thinking about stepping out on your own, and maybe stepping into creating your own business or career for yourself. So if that's for you, let me just say this before we go back to those of you who are feeling a little bit like you're having a creative block, or like you're being blocked at work, like you're not being recognized or seen or heard. But for those of you who are stepping out onto that branch and saying, hey, I'm tired of working for someone else, I want to work for myself, this is a very favorable and positive. It feels like the energy. Let me just ask one question. Tell me about this Queen of Wands and why she is here. The Fool, Aquarius, is in reverse. The Three of Wands, Ace of Cups. There's another Ace. Look at all this. You get the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. The path that you are taking is something that it may be a little scary. It may feel like you're kind of stepping out onto the branch without any safety net, to catch you. But know that if you have taken the time to do your due diligence, you have made sure that you've got what you need to support yourself, the tools, the systems in place to support you, you're going to be fine. As long as it's not something like a rash idea, but you've taken the time to prepare yourself and prepare your finances, Nine of Pentacles, you're gonna be fine. Okay, this energy that you're feeling is just fear. Okay, it's just fear, and a lot of that again comes from the ego trying to keep you from starting something new. But this is a good time. Okay, this is a good time to do that. Now, regarding those of you who are feeling perhaps like at work you haven't been valued, you haven't been heard, or haven't been seen, or like it could be even feeling like you're having a creative block, or even just like you're not feeling it at work right now. That energy is really shifting, and it's shifting fast. Again, with that Ace of Pentacles, again, it doesn't seem so much like this is. Hang on, let me clarify something here. with the clarification on the Queen of Wands being the Fool, and then the underlying energy of the Three of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles, you are indeed going to be recognized, and the creative block is definitely going to be shifting fast, if not already has, and you just don't recognize it. But overall, it may feel for a moment like things aren't quite going in your favor, and I think that has a lot to do with what it's saying here with the past and enchanted and watch for the signs. Think about a year ago at work when you felt like things were going your way, when you felt like maybe you were on the right path, when you felt like the potential of hope was still there. About a year ago. I'm not sure what part of this, whether this is career, whether this is finances, whether this is maybe having a creative streak and being inspired. I almost said expired. Being inspired to start something new. But regardless, whatever this was about a year ago that maybe you just kind of didn't feel like its opportunity was going to fully come to, that energy is coming back around. And so all this hard work that you've been putting in, Eight of Pentacles, it's going to be recognized. It's just, it took some time it had to be recalibrated. It feels like in the past that your efforts weren't being noticed, and so that energy needed to be kind of shaken down and placed back into line in the correct order, in other words, in order for it to work for you. So just be patient. This energy is going to shake. The creative block is going to lift, and I do think that if you're waiting for recognition, or you're waiting for maybe a raise or anything like that, where there is just something that is making you feel like your worth is being valued at work, that energy is coming your way. All right, and lastly, we're going to go ahead and just do a general reading for the collective. Let's see what Spirit most wants you to know. Oh, there we go. Interesting. The Knight of Coins and the underlying energy, Devil. Seven of Coins. Queen of Coins. Five of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. That's crazy. You got Ace of Cups twice here because you had it just in the last reading here with career. And you had a lot of cup energy actually over there with the love reading as well. So a lot of these questions we are focused on is, what does your heart most want? My apologies if you can hear that motorcycle. Anyway, what does your heart most want when it comes to love? What did it get drawn to about a year ago that maybe you denied, that if you were to just surrender whatever the worries, excuses, or fears are, maybe that energy could shift towards the direction it was always meant to go? And that is the same with your career. And now I'm kind of getting that same energy over here just with you in general, because the underlying energy feels like you've definitely been kind of holding yourself back from opportunities to it feels like there's been opportunities you've been holding yourself back from, or perhaps I'm not sure if this is consciously holding yourself back or subconsciously holding yourself back, as with the Devil card there, but there is just this energy of you've been maybe not wanting to create to rock the boat is the word I'm trying to say. There's almost this energy of over this past year or so, you haven't really wanted to rock the boat, and that's because it feels like whatever's happened that you thought was, it feels like there was a potential for something to be created here. Again, there is that Queen of Coins. Where is she? There she is. She was the very top of that reading. So here she is showing up twice. It felt like the potential of something that you had wanted to create kind of got refocused. And as such, that opportunity I think you thought was completely missed, okay? Knight of Coins. And the thing is that I definitely feel that energy is coming back around, but this has to do with the surrender of the how, the when, the where, the what, the why, the who even, okay? That's what that Knight of Coins is about. Let's clarify that Knight of Coins, please. What is this Knight of Coins about? Four of Swords, allowing yourself to heal underlying energy. Ooh-wee, Ace of Swords, allowing yourself to heal. Ace of Swords, oh my gosh. You have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. The only one that is missing is the Ace of Pentacles in this reading, but you already have it. So you have all four aces. All four aces adds up to the Magician, which is manifesting. And so it feels like there is just this energy of manifestation coming forward for you. A year ago, I think this is something that, because that's the Magician, and that's the energy of you have everything you need to succeed, okay? A year ago, I don't think you saw that you had everything you needed to succeed. I think you just couldn't imagine that this situation or this person or this experience could fit into your life. And now you're being told to allow yourself to let go of those excuses, let go of those fears, let go of those but, and surrender. Allow the situation to naturally heal. Allow your thinking to heal, okay? Because the resistance that you have here, the Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, the resistance that you have here is what is creating those boundaries that stopped this from moving forward. The resistance that you're, the excuses that you're making, the fears that you have, the how, the when, the where, the what, the why, all of that is what has kept this entire situation moving slowly, if not coming to a dead halt. And so what they're saying is allow that Ten of Wands, allow yourself to lay down all that you are carrying, all this baggage that you've been carrying this past year, the worry, the doubt, the excuses, the fear, the regrets, the I don't want my life to change. If I allow this person to come in, this means I need to let go of someone or something or somewhere. Or if I accept this experience, that means I have to, let go of this person or this job or move, or, maybe my friends won't understand it, or maybe people will judge me. Let go of all that, okay? That's what they're trying to say here. They're saying allow the situation to naturally heal, surrender all the questions, all the worries, all the fears, all the doubts, and instead let that beautiful, beautiful energy come in and transmute and alchemize those worries, those fears, those doubts, and allow it to instead show you, what did I say? You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. All those add up to the Magician, which is about manifestation, right? Allow them to show you the magic. Allow them to show you that a year ago, the situation, whatever it was that you let pass you by, allow yourself to see now that it was always meant for you, and what's meant for you can't miss you. So as it comes back in, receive it. Don't say but, or how, or I don't understand, or where does this fit. Don't. Sit back and just allow yourself to receive. Okay. And again, for some of you, I just heard again as a reminder, some of you may need to offer up an apology. You may need to knock on a door and say, hey, is the store still opening? And for some of you, you may need to extend the olive branch so that the person or opportunity can present itself to you again. So especially if they feel like they owe you an apology, but they're scared that you aren't even willing to hear it, extending the olive branch gives them the opportunity to at least apologize, or at least know that the chance is still there. Okay, so if there's something that you missed, watch for the signs that this transformation is coming to you, and that the magic, what is meant for you, can never miss you. I hope that you enjoy this. If you did, be sure to like, share, comment. Heck, what you doing? You're still here, right? If you haven't subscribed, what happened yet? Obviously, you must like me. I hope that you enjoyed this. It's been such a joy. And until I see you again, you take care of yourself. Bye, y'all.